everybody, welcome back to the channel. I've had to resort to working on my knees today. I'm just doing a little update video. I've gutted the studio and I'm repainting the floor. Now if you've got a studio and you want some floor paint to go in your studio, I would recommend this one. I'll pan around with the camera. So this is a Leyland Trade. It's PPG, partners with these. It's a heavy duty floor paint in slate, so slate grey, and a 5 litre tin is about 36 quid. Now, as you can see, that's half a can left, and I've painted this floor. This is the 4th time I've painted this floor and sort of the kick panel. So I'll give it a start up here. It's a really good floor paint, guys. I mean, as you know, I paint in here, airbrush in here, and this floor paint is really durable. It lasts. It's only overspray that lands on this that dulls it off. That's why it's got all dull and paint splatters and drips of paint. So I thought I'd get everything out, give it a lick of paint while it's warm, put the extractor on, that can pull some nice warm air in, and this will be dry by tomorrow morning. Job done. So while we're painting the floor, just want to give you a little talk through of what's going on next. I want a bit of your input, guys, on some of the videos that you'd like to see on the channel, because I'm putting loads of content out. Some videos are getting really poor views. Some videos are getting some really good views, and I'd just like a little bit of input off you on what you want to see. As you know, this is like a custom paint channel, and it's a bit of a mishmash. We do custom builds, there's airbrushing, there's normal like spray painting in the body shop and things like that. It's always going to be like a mixed bag of content, sign writing. So just a little bit of input from you guys on what sort of stuff you'd like to see. Do you want to see more airbrushing tutorial type stuff, or more in the body shop? Because I can do some more stuff in there. I know it's fenders that we're painting, it's always blue fenders, but that's like the bread and butter day to day on what I do. So it'd be nice to get a bit of input off you subscribers on what you'd like to see. I've got loads of projects in the pipeline, and I've got loads of projects behind the scenes that are like half done that I've not released onto the channel yet, that I can jump on and do some custom stuff that way. So there is loads in the pipeline of what's going on. But it's nice to get a bit of feedback on the sort of content that you want to see, guys, because this channel's about, it's not for me, it's for all you lot to learn from, get a bit of input from, a bit more fun on some of the videos, whatever you want to see. Just drop some comments and we'll start changing the channel up, changing the content up. If you want to see some more airbrushing, just say we can do some more tutorial stuff, beginner stuff, reviews. Just nice to get a little bit of feedback. This paint goes really far, it really does. You can just keep spreading it about. And this is like a 2-inch brush, and this will take me like an hour. It's either come up here and paint this, or sit and watch the soaps, and I'd rather smell a few paint fumes and do this than watch the soaps that are on telly. So I'm leaving the other half and watch the soaps. I'll paint the studio floor. So yeah, recommended. It's a decent paint. I think you can get this from, this was from Tool Station or Screwfix, one of the two. But as I say, if you're doing your studio or your garage, it's cracking paint. It takes a while to go off because it's very oil, it's like an oil based. So as I say, in the studio today, because it's warm, by tomorrow this has gone off rock hard. Nice gloss levels on it once it's dried. It does the job, guys, it really does. So on to the e-bike build. I did a bit on it today. I didn't put a video up on there. I've got some, I went to it's called AC Fixings in Chelmsford. If you're from Chelmsford and you know AC Fixings, really good place to get like bolts, screws. They do everything, absolutely everything. And I was after 2 Allen key, like 5mm head Allen key bolts, but longer ones for the front brake caliper. And I went in there and I said to the guy, have you got any of these? And he disappeared off round the back, came out, and he went, there's 2 Allen key ones, there's 2 bolt ones. He went, if it gets you out the shit, he says, there you go, take them. Really nice guy. He was really intrigued when I said what I was doing. I said, get on the channel and have a look, so you never know. Might be a new subscriber coming our way on that. So that's what happened today, and that's what you get when you buy cheap brushes. They bend. So I got the brake sorted, the front brake. They're a bit squeaky, the brakes are, because they're new discs. They're a bit squealy. And I'm looking now for a seat, new seat tube seat. So in the next video we'll get the seat on. You'll see it with the mudguard cranking. We'll get the rear derailleur sorted on that and get that bit finished, and then we're going to be looking at a battery. Now I've been onto the Andy Kirby website, the guy that I did the collaboration with, and this is what got me into the e-bikes, was the collab with Dude Stuff and Andy Kirby. If it wasn't for going across to their channels and doing the collab and meeting them too, I would never have got into like the e-bike sort of scene. But the battery, we're looking at about 1,100 for the battery for it, and then you've got to get a controller, and it's a Sabaton controller. So there, the kit for the Sabaton controller is about 400, so that's another 1,400 on the e-bike, and then it's up and running. I've put my little order in. I know you'll be watching. With Dean Brown, he's always on the comments, great guy from Birmingham. His name now is Arthur. I'll stick a video, tell me what you think guys. This guy looks like Arthur out of Peaky Blinders. So enjoy this little clip.
Fred, Arthur's here. You won't be getting this lately. Yeah, you've done real good tonight, son.
Dean's probably going nuts now, going, I can't believe you put that on the channel. But no, great guy. So I put a little sort of order in with Dean. He's going to get me a little couple of custom brackets made for the e-bike for the front lights. So they're going to look really trick when they come. I'll be catching up with Dean next week. Going to pop over and see him. So yeah, coming to see you, brother. Because I know you'll be watching, Dean. As you said, you watch me paint anything, so I'm painting the floor, so you're watching it, you know. So yeah, just a little vloggy video, guys. So drop your comments on the topics that you want to see. If you want more help with your airbrushing, more beginners type stuff. I know there's other channels. You've got Airbrush Asylum that's doing a lot of beginner stuff. His channel is purely airbrush, and I could have done this channel the same, but there's only so many airbrush videos that you can watch, and then you just keep going over the same stuff every time and trying to reinvent the next video. Like, this is a detail brush, and then why do you need a detail brush, and is this detail brush any good? The ones that are on my channel, they're done, they're dusted, they're on there. If you need to see a detail brush, if you need to see a beginner's guide, they're on the channel, guys. I don't want to start making and repeating the same content. I want to keep changing it up for you guys and just make it better. So the more input you can give me on some of the content, whether it's, like I say, airbrushing or painting in the spray booth. As I say, I know it's spenders. It'd be good to get some new guns sent over from a company, whoever's watching, do some reviews on some spray guns, because as I say, I've ran out of the ones I've got. We've done the DeVilbiss range, the Ironwater range, the ones that I've got we've done. And I don't want to keep going over the same thing. So Brian, if you're watching, I know you're having nightmares, mate, about the blue fenders, but we're back on blue fenders tomorrow. So tomorrow's video, Brian's dedicated to you, mate. Bit of blue fender for you. But I might get in the body shop tomorrow, and it might be, I might be painting bonnets. I could be doing special colours, because they do other varieties of colour. They do black, white, they do terracotta. It all depends what comes in. Most of the time it's fenders at the body shop. So that I might be doing that. But I can start moving you in on the other painter, Zed. He's always got different work on. I did do one of the videos on the channel where he painted the E30 BMW. He's always got different projects on, Zed is, because he just like rents the opposite booth and has his own work, private work and things like that. So I can put you across to that a bit more if you want to see a little bit more painting by somebody else. But the majority of the stuff in the body shops, as I say, fenders, tractor bits, and it's only custom stuff when we move into the studio or whether I'm airbrushing. But it's good to give the studio a revamp. It's good if you're an artist, it's always good to change your surroundings, your artwork on the walls. It can get a bit stagnant, especially when you're like airbrushers. I know a few airbrushers that they put posts up and they say, oh, I've lost my creativity's gone, and change your surroundings where your studio is and change your pictures on the wall, put different artwork up, and it just inspires you more to paint. If you're looking at the same thing in the studio every time you come in, you just get a little bit stagnant yourself and you lose your creativity. It's always good to walk away from it now and again as well, have a little break and then come back to your artwork. So drop your comments on the sort of content that you're wanting to see, and we'll get into doing some different videos, guys. And as I say, if you need help with anything airbrushing and things like that, just drop it on the comments if you're stuck and I'll get straight back to you. It don't take long at all to paint this floor in here. I used a roller last time and it was just really quick. But 2-inch paintbrush, job done. Don't take long. So when the e-bike gets built, I'll do some little we'll do some little test run videos. We'll do some speed tests. Yeah, we'll do some crazy bike stuff. And I've got a crash helmet as well. I found my full face, well not full face, it's a arcade motocross lid. So we're going to paint that one on the channel. That'll be coming up quite soon. And then we'll tie that into the bike. So it's like I've got a custom painted lid to go with the bike. So it's all matching again. Because I used to have, I don't think there's no videos of it. I did a moped in a Ford ST 3-stage pearl orange, this moped, and it was all custom painted, and that was like, it had Tango drink cans as an exhaust. It did look really mad, and I sold that, and the lid that I'm on about, I painted that up to match the bike. I buzzed around on that for a few months and then sold it, and it got sold on to a couple of people, and then I had someone ring me up and sent me a photo and went, was this your old bike? And I said, yeah. And he said, I've still got it. He said, still running, the artwork's still spot on. So it's just good to get a little bit of feedback on where it went. Now I'll come to this bit. This stays in, I just paint around the feet. because that's a nightmare to lift outside. So we just paint around the feet on that one. So yeah, it's good to see now and again where your art goes after the years. I'll stick a picture up now. This was like the first car that I did, and a young lad brought this, sold it, and his dad brought it in for his first car, so it was fully airbrushed up car, as you can see there. And the next minute I seen it pop up on eBay in the Isle of Wight for sale in a car forecourt with loads of pictures on it. And then I did this car, which is an MG for my friend, and he was at a show at Brands Hatch, and he stuck my portfolio in his boot for the day with some of my cards, and the Focus that you've just seen was in the portfolio. And this guy came up and he's looking through the portfolio and he went, "I know that car." He says, "The lad down my street brought that car. He had it a week and then flipped it on its roof." So that's what happened to the Focus. That got flipped and ended up in a scrapyard. So it's weird where these custom cars end up. There's some videos on YouTube of like the Pimp My Ride stuff, the cars that you see on there, and like where they end up. And it's just quite funny where the things end up. It's like Woodworm. I think Woodworm's still going. The car that I did, that's still about. So sometimes it is nice to see it again, some of your old work that you've done, just to see how the paint's lasted up, like with sun and UV and all that sort of stuff. It's good to have like a nose at how your paintwork's lasted over the years. And then there's some jobs you just don't want to see again. You can't wait till they're out the door. The joys of being a painter. So yeah, paint around the legs on this, job done. As long as the main part of the floor gets a lick of paint, it will do. Just tidies it up, makes it a little bit brighter in here. Even though the floor's grey, it makes it a little bit brighter, reflecting a bit more light. So that's it for the video, guys. I won't bore you with more painting this floor. Drop your comments below on content that you'd like to see. If you really like coming across this channel and it was all about the airbrushing, drop your comments and we'll start. Because as you know, I'm doing videos sort of near enough every day. So I'll get a little bit more content for you guys out there. That's what the channel's about. I just don't want to steer it one direction. No, not a good band at all. We'll do some content for you that you like. So thanks for watching. I'm going to crack on with this floor, and I'll see you in the next e-bike build, and you'll see this new grey glossy floor the next time you see the next video. So thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe. Press that notification so you don't miss out on any more boring videos like this. Drop us a thumbs up, guys, it does help the channel grow, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.